I'm Nathan, and I'm 30 years old. I live in Central Maine, and I spent my entire life doing absolutely nothing. Um, Recent events have led me to believe that I can make a much better person of myself if I actually devote the time that I spend playing video games, and mostly it's playing video games, to actually being better at myself. I have a lot of interests. I play my guitar all the time. I used to play the keyboard all the time. Um, I'm actually a certified teacher. I'm an English teacher. Uh, but I don't teach English. Now, for a long, long time, I said there's no jobs coming, but that's not true. I haven't looked. I also have spent my entire 20s waiting for a girlfriend, and that also hasn't happened. And I've always said, well, I never meet any girls. I don't know where to meet girls, but also that's not true. The fact is, I've met lots and lots of girls, but I've never ever asked them out. I've blamed myself for a lot of other things, for a lot of things that I've done wrong, but I have failed to live up to my own expectations. So here I am. I am a teacher, and I have learned a lot from my mistakes, and I have decided that I'm going to devote my time where I normally spend video games into bettering myself. So this is what I'm here for. I know it's like super exciting. I spent hours playing video games. As I've said before, I have come home from work fully planning on playing my guitar, practicing a little bit, and instead I play Mass Effect for 6 hours. Or my room, you can see, and there's a better picture of it later on. It's in terrible shape. This desk here, which I will also say later on, the desk that my computer's currently sitting on, I bought to replace this desk, and I haven't got it out of here. Instead of cleaning, I play video games. And instead of getting a social life, I play video games. Instead of going out with my friends, I play video games. So instead of doing that, I'm going to devote myself to getting better. I'm terribly out of shape. I'm going to work toward getting in shape. I figure half an hour to an hour a day of all of these things make my life a lot better. So my goal with this channel is to publicly acknowledge that I need to make myself a better person and that I have the power to do that. Now, I'm not saying I haven't actually got along any of that road. I do teach Sunday school. I work with a bunch of kids, and I definitely feel like that's the most satisfied I am when I'm actually making a contribution to the world. So over time, I hope that I can learn and teach and show people the things that I've learned, the mistakes that I've made, how to get finances in order, things that I'm not good at now. The hours that I spend wasting on nothing, just sleeping, normal sleeping hours. My traditional night, I come home at 10 o'clock from work, sometimes 8 o'clock from work, and I will sit in front of my TV until, 3, 4 in the morning sometimes. Get up at 10, 10:30, sometimes 11, sometimes 12, and go back and do it again, which is not acceptable. So here I am before the entire world telling you that I'm going to get a sleeping schedule in order, I'm going to get my finances in order, I'm going to eat well, I'm going to exercise, and I'm going to share it all with the world, all the things that I've learned, the mistakes that I make, that when you just put together the time to make yourself better. If you want to write, or if you want to play an instrument, or if you want to exercise, or if you want to get a girlfriend, those tools are all at your disposal. You just have to pick them up and use them. And I am going to prove that to myself and to everyone I know. So, with a little help from friends, hopefully, I will spend the next 2 weeks getting myself into a routine that doesn't involve coming home and playing video games until the middle of the night. Hopefully, I can get into a sleeping routine that's healthy, and I can start looking for jobs. So, hopefully, from day to day, I will record these things as they happen, and then every couple days, 3 times a week probably, I will update everybody. But first, I guess we're gonna have to take a tour of the life that I have and get to meet the things that are gonna be a big part of my life. So let's go. And this, oh my, is the corner of my room. This desk was replaced, and you can tell that it was replaced by the fact that it's still sitting there covered in junk that I don't need. And here's my home gym. You can tell by the fact that everything I've had has been in my house for over 2 months and is completely unopened. My weights have been used a couple times, but I pretty much just let them sit there because that's just the kind of responsible adult that I am. It's my keyboard. It was a Christmas present, birthday present, a long, long time ago. I love it to death, and I haven't played it for probably about a year and a half. I moved it out here so I could play without interfering with my roommate. And the offshoot of that was for it to sit here. Now, there's a guitar. You'll notice that this is not the one that I normally play. It's been broken. There's no reason to keep it around. But there it is. Because, that's just the way I treat myself. Because this stuff has been in the fridge. I don't know.
I don't know how long it's been in the freezer. My sister's, it's not even mine, but that's how much food we have there. And for fun's sake, let's look at the fridge. Oh, look, there's nothing. There's some, sauces. We have sauce. Some of that's been there. Oh, we throw it away like once every year or so. Some, little thing to pick up. And I just went grocery shopping. You can tell because the top shelf has more than 2 things on it. Yeah. And while we're at it, here's our cupboard. There's a box of pasta that's been open for months. So, it's beautiful, right? And I don't know when that peanut butter got in there. I bought those potatoes months ago because I was going to have potatoes, but instead I had McDonald's. So, all around, pretty much a good plan.
So now that we've taken a tour, it's definitely something I feel like I should point out. It is definitely my goal to take on other projects as I get through this. If I can get myself into an exercise routine and into a healthy eating routine, into a financial stability routine, and start finding another job, hopefully, as time goes on, there are other things I can learn to do, and that if people decide that they want something from me, or if they want me to teach them how to do something, or if they want me to pick up a skill and find an easy way to do it in a couple hours a day, then that's what I want to do. I'll say this 1,000 times in my entire life. I'm a born teacher. I love to teach. I love to work with people. And I love to take the things that I've learned in my life and make them better for other people. So there. Now that we've established exactly how my living conditions do not live up to par with a healthy life, let's examine some of the things that are missing from my life and some of the things that I can be doing better with my time. So here we go. This is my girlfriend. She may look kind of imaginary and not real. It's because she is. So, this is primary motivator for what I'm doing. Is I have complained my entire 20s by not having a girlfriend. I've been single, and I've complained, and I've whined, and I've griped about it. So here's my girlfriend, and I could have better than this. It looks like I'm pointing at my hand. I could have better than this fake girl here if I had owned up to it. And here we have my totally awesome physique. Now, the iPhone kind of angles it funny, but you can still see. I've got some pudge. I've got fat arms. I got muscle, but not really. So, one hopes that I can look a little bit better there. And, because I have to embarrass myself, this is Hineni. Now, unlike the other things that I'm trying to improve about my life, Hineni has the advantage of something that I do all the time. Say hello. I'm okay at her, but the fact is I could be a lot better at playing the guitar if I spent the hours into it that I have spent playing video games. And something that I will harp on from now until the day I die, which is that some things are okay in moderation, but there's some things that you just don't control. For me, that was playing video games, and something that I love, which is my guitar, has faltered. The other day, I was excited to come home and play her, and I'm that person who refers to my guitar. And the third person, like it was a human being, which is just what it is. But I was really excited to come home and play, and instead I played Mass Effect for, 6 hours. So I have been, over the past year, trying to learn Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring, and failing at it miserably. So I'm going to embarrass myself a little bit here because this is not going to be good. And I'm going to put it unedited just to prove how not good I am, so that when I have learned how to do it, hopefully, you can kind of look back and say, this is exactly how bad I was. So if I'm not looking at the screens because I'm looking at the music in front of me, but here's me failing. I'm going to do this a couple times before it's absolutely positively outside of my realm of things to do, and we'll see how things go. So here we go. Here's me messing up at Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring. Let's try that again.
swear I can get through this sometimes, but it never sounds much better than that. So one last try. And we can track my progress through this. I'm just making up words. So here we go. So there we go. I'm gonna work at getting better at my life, and publicly, I think I can do better. And I think I've always been a teacher. It's something I've always done. So as I'm learning and as I'm going through and as I'm getting better at my own life and making my life better, I hope that I have the opportunity to share that with some people, and I hope that they can ask me questions and things that I have gone through. I hope that if people can see me make a change in my life, that they'll want to make those changes themselves. So over the next couple weeks, I hope that by publicly demonstrating my desire to become a better person and to not waste my time, I'm just hoping that I can provide something to somebody, and maybe as I go through, I can take on other projects. You know, our yard's going to need to get done this summer. We're going to have to build a patio at some point, and other things along the way. If I can learn to do them, anybody can learn to do them, or most things. So that's really what I want to bring to the world, is my ability to better myself through music, and through exercise and through eating healthy. And so there we go. Hopefully we can get something out of this, and I will see you all sometime soon, hopefully with some improvement at something in my life.